little bit of a... In fact, they're taking the tape off the right glove also. Yeah. Wonder what's going on here.
Wonder what they didn't like about that.
He's got it tied on the... He's got the cord tied on the inside of the glove. You cannot do it. That's a no-no. It has to be tied on the back of the glove. See where it's tied? You can see it on your monitor. It should be tied on the top of the hand, because the knot on the inside of the glove could do damage if a punch grazes by the... Not suggesting he's going to do any healing or anything like that, Johnny. But
you could have accidents.
You could have accidents. That's right. So they've picked that one up and retied the knot on the outside of the glove.
And of course, hitting with the inside of the glove is a no-no as well.
Yep.
But as we mentioned, accidents can happen. Michael waits patiently, or perhaps impatiently, really.
Billy Mayles, the third-man non-scoring referee from Fairfield in Sydney, ex-bantamweight champion of Australia. This is his second world title fight.
Billy's still looking more like a bantamweight than Lionel did earlier.
Yes, much more like a bantamweight.
It's great to see Lionel at ringside, though.
Billy Mayles, the non-scoring referee, with the 3 scoring judges, one from America, Don Marks from Sydney, and of course Mr. Flores from the Philippines. And the supervisor, Dr. Patella, who knows Dan McMurray, the referee that came out, the heavyweight. Here we go.
23 years of age, 1 loss in 19 professional contests, with George Carter in the corner. Tonight scaling 58.9 kilograms. The undeniable challenger for the championship. An exponent of switch hitting, fistic finesse. King Cobra, Mark Fernandez.
Mark Fernandez from Commerce City in Colorado.
In the red corner, at 30 years of age, trained by Ray Stiles. Tonight scaling 58.9 kilograms. The paragon of paramount pugilistic perfection. The International Boxing Federation Junior Lightweight Champion of the World. The Wizard of Oz, Barry Michael. Former Australian bantamweight champion, Billy Mayles.
Boxers having a few words to each other there.
It looked to be that Mark got the best of that verbal exchange. I wonder if that's
see if Barry was saying anything or not, Gus.
Yeah.
I'm sure he started it. They're just the same. Let's see who's going to finish this. Seconds are out. First rounds. And Barry Michael's second title defense in the IBF Junior Lightweight. Fernandez, noticeably the taller of the 2 boys, has the advantage in reach. And we notice fighting southpaw first up. I don't think a real surprise, Gus.
No, I think that he came out that he was going to do it. He knows that Barry's seen him do that. And I think it's just showing a little confidence on his part. And I think perhaps it would indicate that he's probably more of a natural southpaw fighter than an orthodox.
Well, Gus, as you say, looking at him in the corner before the bout started, I noticed that he was shaping up the orthodox style, as you've just mentioned, perhaps indiscreetly.
Yeah.
And perhaps this might be a trick.
A little ploy, huh, Johnny?
Ploy?
Yeah.
But we'll see how the fight goes on, which style he adapts to.
He's going to be hard to catch. That's obvious right from the beginning.
I think Barry almost slipped there on the Tui sign. Seen a couple of boys in preliminaries tonight do that as well.
This was very noticeable in the Graham Brook Garcia fight. This guy does look hard to catch. Barry had him in the corner there. Of course, they got 15 rounds to go, Johnny. They're going to figure out a few things about each other in this first round, I think.
It's a long way to go.
Yeah.
And, the first few rounds, they'll be playing around with each other. You'll pardon the expression. And they'll certainly find out which style suits who.
Barry did land with a long left hook. And of course, one of the ways of fighting southpaw is to throw a left hook over that right-hand lead, isn't it, Johnny?
Certainly it is.
And of course, firing right hands into that body.
2 minutes gone of the opening round.
Rub the head, right? Book.
Michael looking to get into close quarters and ties opponent up in the red corner, but Fernandez not having anything of that.
Pretty fast pair of hands there, too. Fired those 2 southpaw jabs in there, followed with a left hand.
Michael working well. Michael looking to get into close quarters. In the standard head as the bell goes to the end of round 1.
I think Barry did some pretty good work. He landed a couple of long left hooks there. He kept forcing the fight, and he landed some body shots. I had to give him just the edge in that round. Mark is moving a bit faster this round, though, I say it. And he's throwing a couple of combinations early in the round, Johnny.
And get out of there. Well, Fernandez very quick and keen to do that. And obviously wants to fight at range with the reach advantage that he has. Michael equally keen to get in close.
Well, if Michael doesn't slow him down, he's going to be doing a lot.
Good right hand then, Gus.
Yes, it was. And those kind of hands are going to punches that will slow Fernandez down. But if he doesn't slow him down, he's going to do a lot of running after this guy. Oh. I think really that was a slip cut off balance a bit.
You know, Fernandez tried to get away from the blue corner. Michael caught him with a lovely left hand to the body. Ripped it right in close. A little bit of frustration from Fernandez, leading from too far away. Michael slipped the punch as well.
Yes, Barry is the cooler one now, and obviously the stronger one.
Let him go. Punch away, Barry. Push him off.
Halfway in the second.
It's obvious that Barry is working within himself. He's not taking the fight up as he feels he should. He's just waiting for Fernandez to slow up a little. Fernandez is not quite sure of the situation at the moment, throwing out those right jabs.
Yeah. There is a little, to me, a slight edge of panic in some of Fernandez's moves, too, Johnny.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Push him off and punch. Come on.
Perhaps Michael has said something in the clinches.
Yeah, well, he certainly had something to say prior to the fight getting underway.
Well, Barry has never been short of a word. That's for sure.
Got 30 seconds to go in the round.
Yes, another feeling out round. I thought Fernandez started to do a bit more earlier, but Barry got on top and telling Fernandez he's the stronger one.
Come on.
And also, Johnny, on the base, I've seen Fernandez at this early stage. It doesn't look like he can hurt Barry.
No, no. It's obvious, despite our differences in scoring, that show the visitor Hernandez who is the boss, and he should have shown that in the second round.
Yeah. Starting very strong this round, too.
Michael showing he's the harder puncher, and that brought a grin to his face.
That's the second time he had Mark Fernandez doing pirouettes in there. I know that word from ballet.
The mind boggles, Gus.
In other words, he turned 2 circles there. I tell you what, Barry is storming after him.
Come on, let him go.
And he is stronger than Fernandez. Fernandez is almost desperate times to get away.
And Fernandez rushing at him without too much finesse.
Hey, Mark, watch this goal.
And a warning from Billy Miles, just trying to keep that head up. And almost falling over. Fernandez to get away from Michael. He gets on his bicycle pretty quickly to get on the back move once more.
There's an obvious difference between both fighters in as much as their fight career is concerned. Barry Michael, the experienced, is haunting Fernandez, and Fernandez, being the apprentice, so to speak, is taking a little bit more cautious than perhaps he usually would be.
Punch away, let him get.
Fernandez is fighting on the back move. Barry is... Johnny, is that suiting Barry?
Oh, it's suiting Barry to the ground. Fernandez is not quite sure about Michael's prowess.
Come on.
And he's fighting as such.
I'm a little bit concerned because before, when he raced in on Barry, he threw a couple of punches fairly fast with his hands, and Barry evaded them very easily. So I'm just wondering.
Come on, push him off, push him off.
Michael, the aggressor so far. 30 seconds to go in the third.
See, even those punches, Mark doesn't have the power to hurt Barry, to slow him up. Although Mark is coming forward just a little bit here now.
Yeah, when Fernandez throws those punches, he doesn't know which spot to pick.
Yeah.
Let him go, get it out, come on.
10 seconds to go in the round.
When Fernandez throws his punches, they're just thrown. They're not landing in the scoring area.
Bell for the end of round 3. Barry electing to sit down.
Yes, Mark Fernandez doesn't have the strength, I don't think, to hurt Barry, not at this stage. I've got another round for Barry Michael. I got him winning the first 3.
Johnny?
I agree with Gus over the first round, but you can certainly see that the experience comes in with Barry Michael sitting down in his round, the end of the round.
4th of 15 for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship. In the old terminology, that's around about 9 stone 4.
Well, Mark, if he's going to have any chance here at all, eventually he's going to have to stand his ground and do some punching and some landing, because he's not. No, that was a nice punch. He's not really. He's not intimidating Barry at all.
Having seen a lot of Barry Michael's fights, if you don't intimidate him, you don't get very far.
That's right, absolutely. Although Mark coming forward now, throwing a little bit more.
Certainly is being a little bit cautious at this stage, but I like to feel that he's a little bit overawed by Michael's record, and he's playing a little bit cool.
Yeah, that could be, Johnny. I'm just obviously there's a big difference in the number of fights Fernandez had and Michaels have had, but I wonder if he's in over his head.
Well, he's rated the number 4 challenger, and of course he did have around about 80 amateur fights, Gus.
Yes, 84, I think, with 72 wins, actually, something of that nature.
Yeah, 74-8, I think it was.
A little bit of head work in there.
Only 2 minutes gone in round 4. Michael's still the aggressor.
Tried that left hook over the jab there, didn't he?
That hurt him. He's down. He's down. In fact, he's going out of the ring. You're right, Gus. It did hurt him. It could be a knockout.
Yes. Body.
You have to be quick. Oh, he's really in trouble. 45 seconds of the round to go. Crowd roaring for Barry Michael as he piles it on top of his opponent, Mark Fernandez, on the neutral corner. And Michael's got up the front, being stopped. 2 minutes and 28 seconds into the fourth round. Barry Michael has retained his IBF World Junior Lightweight crown, and is he happy?
Disappointed?
Congratulations.
Thanks very much, mate. Mate, I'm very, very bloody pleased, I tell you.
You got a little cut there.
He hit me with a good uppercut. He hurt me a little bit, actually. I didn't think he could punch, and then all of a sudden it came out the blue.
Well, it didn't from our point of view. It looked as though he could punch, but you seem to be the aggressor. You took the fight right up to him.
He's just slippery like an eel. I thought he was making me look bad, but I knew I was winning every round. And I was waiting to get that good one home to the body, because I hurt him in the first round with a body shot.
Did you expect him to fight southpaw or orthodox?
I knew he'd fight southpaw, mate.
You weren't worried about that?
He's done it. We've been sparring with southpaws. He's done everything here orthodox, and I knew he'd box southpaw, just to throw me off.
Where to now, Barry? What would you like to do?
Next time out?
Next time out.
I'm fighting John Sequenan in Perth, mate. I'm going to knock out John Sequenan, the man who knocked out Lester Ellis. So it puts quiet to the talk of the Lester Ellis thing until he gets back in the rating and gets in here with me.
You've answered all the questions tonight.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Is that your best win?
It certainly is, mate. I'd like to thank Mark for coming out here. And he is a very slippery customer, but I think experienced, mate. And my strength, I think it was a little bit too much.
You had your wife up here in the ring.
Hey, listen,
you should thank
Peter, I'd like to thank my trainer, Ray Stiles, because without him I wouldn't be here. My father, my wife, Sandy, because she's got me perfect with the diet, as you can see. I'd like to thank Leo Berry, Leon McDonald, Spider Holman, my mother, everybody associated with the whole thing. I said me dad, the old bloke, I never said get in. I'll tell you what, mate, Frank Roper, I hope you're here, Frank, because you caused this bloody cut under there. Twice in the gym and once when we fought. You know, it's an unusual place to get cut.
You're not really worried about
I'm not really worried about it, mate. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out and have a few beers tonight.
Len, how did you rate the win?
Oh, I thought it was a great win, that beautiful right hand underneath. But I thought that, the experience told. I personally think that he needs about another 10 fights before he fights for a world title.
Really? Yeah. What about Ray? Gets around this Ray. You'd be very happy with the way Barry looked right from the start.
Well, we thought it would be an awkward fight. We expected an awkward fight for about 5 or 6 rounds, but we planned to keep the pressure on this guy. And I thought he was a little bit frightened of Barry from the start. You could sort of see it in him. He didn't want anything to do with Barry. So we decided to keep the pressure in there, and we thought we'd catch up with him.
He did land that one on the chin, as Barry mentioned. Did he hurt him apart from that?
No, he never hurt Barry, no way.
So Barry fought, once the first round was underway, he seemed to have plenty of confidence, Ray.
Barry's always confident in a fight, and I think it's the best way to be. But as I say, we knew we'd catch up with him, and that's how we're trained for this fight. And I thought he'd be an awkward opponent, and he was too.
Thanks, Ray. We're very proud of him. Here it is, Barry Michael, still the champion of the world. Let's go back to a central commentary position. Gus Mercurio and Johnny Pamershall.
Well, Johnny, what do you think about that, pal?
Oh, what a good fight it was by Barry Michael. You know, he landed that left rip in the...
Well, we got something coming up here on the replay. Good right hand by Barry. And I think it was that did it. Looking at the replay, that it wasn't a body shot at all.
At all. It came up from the body up to the head and it tapped him on the jaw.
He got up.
And he wasn't quite sure of himself, and Barry's come back, and as you see, he's tried a lot of punches.
Yes, he's catching them, digging them in. I would have felt that perhaps a world championship fight might have given Mark Fernandez a little bit more of a chance, to tell you the truth. It is for a championship.
Yes.
I thought perhaps he could have been given a bit more of a chance. And okay, and here we go. Peter Landy now has Mark Fernandez in the ring at Festival Hall. Peter Landy.
Right, thanks, Gus. Still up in the ring. George, how was he?
Huh?
How was he?
Okay.
You all right? Okay.
Oh, he's all right.
Yeah,
Where was the damaging punch? Where did it land, Mark?
Oh, he caught me right in the solar plexus.
Yeah.
And I was taking a deep breath when he caught me, so I guess that's the way, that's the way the game goes.
You landed a good one on his chin. When you landed that, did you get a little bit of confidence, perhaps overconfidence?
No, I know I caught him a couple good ones. So I was just pacing myself, and he happened to catch me a good one in the solar plexus when I was moving. So
You're okay now?
yeah, I'm fine.
Well, you went into the fight. You told me yesterday you were undecided whether to fight orthodox or southpaw.
Yeah.
You fought southpaw. You didn't think about changing?
Well, I just, you know, I was watching his left hook, so I didn't want to take a chance. So I just fought southpaw.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He hits pretty hard.
No, he caught me when I was moving.
Just the one?
He caught me in the solar plexus when I was moving. The punches in the corner didn't hurt. It just caught me with this body punch.
Well, bad luck tonight. Glad you're not hurt anyway, and thanks for coming out to Australia.
He's very strong.
He's very strong, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's very strong. Good God Almighty. How could he be so strong?
Never mind, George. Okay, well, there it is. Mark's quite okay, but Barry Michael, our winner tonight, retaining his IBF Junior Lightweight crown from Festival Hall in Melbourne. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. The old terminology, that's around about 9 stone 4.
Well, Mark, if he's going to have any chance here at all, eventually he's going to have to stand his ground and do some punching and some landing, because he's not. No, that was a nice punch. He's not really. He's not intimidating Barry at all.
Having seen a lot of Barry Michaels fights, if you don't intimidate him, you don't get very far.
That's right, absolutely. Although Mark coming forward now, throwing a little bit more.
Certainly is being a little bit cautious at this stage, but I like to feel that he's a little bit overawed by Michael's record, and he's playing a little bit cool.
Yeah, that could be, Johnny. I'm just obviously there's a big difference in the number of fights Fernandez had and Michaels have had, but I wonder if he's in over his head.
Well, he's rated the number 4 challenger, and of course he did have around about 80 amateur fights, Gus.
Yes, 84, I think, with 72 wins, actually, something of that nature.
Yeah, 74-8, I think it was.
A little bit of head work in there.
Only 2 minutes gone in round 4. Michael's still the aggressor.
Tried that left hook over the jab there, didn't he?
That hurt him. He's down. In fact, he's coming out of the ring. You're right, Gus. It did hurt him. It could be a knockout.
Yes. Body.
You have to be quick. Oh, he's really in trouble. 45 seconds of the round to go. Crowd roaring for Barry Michael as he piles in on top of his opponent, Mark Fernandez, in the neutral corner. And Michael's got up the front, been stopped. 2 minutes and 28.
That's it.
Okay, let's go to the replay now with this fantastic body punch with some comments from Johnny Famisham.
It's obvious that Barry Michael found out
That did the damage.
The
right hand.
That he could weaken Fernandez with a punch, and he certainly threw it.
Great combination, Gus, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I'd like to go. I wonder if we could go back on that if it's possible, because remember,
right
that's the punch that did it. Yeah. That's the punch that did it. Now, he hit him in the solar plexus with that left grip, but he had him going on that right hand. The solar plexus punch that came in very a rip to the body.
Let's watch it again. The right hand in the left underneath.
This is
afterwards.
This is after it.
No doubt about the referee Billy Miles doing the right thing and stopping a gentleman.
When you look at this being a world championship fight, I would have thought perhaps that Fernandez would have been given just a little bit more chance. I would have thought he'd been given a bit more chance.
Johnny, you've refereed fights before. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, well, I would have given him the benefit of that previous knockdown by allowing him to fight on. There were a number of, I like to feel, minutes left in the round, but certainly he could have gone on a little bit round 2.
I would have thought there, Johnny, that Fernandez did appear to be just a little bit frightened, not frightened, but panicky in his movements. But I think he was starting to settle down. That right hand that he got hit with, obviously was telling us what was going to happen later in the fight to some extent. But I felt that I would have liked to have seen a bit more of him. I'm a bit disappointed. I got to admit, he's American. I'm a Yank. I would have liked to have seen him do a bit more.
Well, could he have done a bit more? Because he did score that one good shot to the chin of Barry, Michael, which was bleeding when I was up in the ring doing the interview. Yeah. And that's Barry he's down in the dressing room now, being congratulated. So he perhaps proved us wrong in that respect, Gus, that he could hit.
Yes, that's true. The other thing that bothers me a little bit, Fernandez got up very quickly with a lot of pep and vigor. Immediately the count reached that point when he should get up. So
I didn't think he was going to get up, I must admit.
Well, when he got up like he was full of fire.